Hey, everybody.
Hey, you.
Guys, we're back. This is the Shirts and Skins podcast. I'm Matt Lamb, if you forgot. Brandon Meinert is here. There he is. There's Mark Moss in the teal.
Teal. Hey, remember us?
Shirt. I remember you guys.
Remember us?
Yeah. We're here. Guys, we've been off for a little bit, but we've got some interesting topics to talk about. I hope you're all excited.
Get ready to, whatever you're doing, driving to work.
Not mowing the lawn.
Not maybe.
Maybe cleaning the garage,
Cleaning
getting
the
ready for
garage,
spring.
Working out on the treadmill.
Fixing the mower, getting it ready,
Okay.
cleaning the gutters,
All things you could be
all
doing.
that stuff. We are going to talk Boise State basketball, Mountain West tournament coming up. We're going to talk season tickets at Boise State,
Okay.
how we feel, how others feel. We're also going to talk about little high school basketball.
Watch out.
Mark Moss.
It's still
the Boise State
still
tournament
bubbling
wrapped up.
on X.
There's
There's still some dialogue going on.
But before we get to that,
Okay.
we're not going to talk teeth, Brandon.
Dang it.
Comments from last episode. If you remember, we had our episode. First off, you were gone.
Yep.
Brandon was gone.
One episode.
Okay.
Why we
Oh,
couldn't do
yeah.
it.
We
One
pushed
week.
it.
Yeah.
1 week. And then I was gone.
Yeah.
You were gone.
So we didn't do it
You guys
last
used to give me
Sunday.
a lot of crap for being gone. I'm no longer the one that's been gone.
Well,
That's true.
We give you crap because you don't go to Mexico.
I know.
If you go to Mexico.
I'm not as much in Mexico. You guys are Mexico guys, for sure. I like Mexico. It's fine. But I'm not a twice-a-year guy like it seems you guys are.
Twice.
It seems like
That's
it.
rookie.
Okay. Okay.
Quarterly.
Yeah. I'll report no cartel incidents.
That's good.
I was in Cancun, as were you.
Okay.
Not at the same time, but yeah, no shootouts, no burn down grocery stores.
Yeah. I
Safe.
to get out of the airport, I had to get a face tattoo. So
Where is it?
it's kind of hidden under here. I don't know what it means.
But you speak Spanish.
Yes. Yeah.
Conspiracy? Could be.
We'll see.
Anyway, that's why we're off. We're back now.
Let's do it.
We did have
Are we going over comments?
just one comment.
All right. Okay.
From my brother Russ, of
Okay,
course.
yeah.
I gave a recipe on how not to make brownies.
I remember that.
A substitute
remember
for
that.
eggs. If you
The
recall.
mayonnaise or something.
Mayonnaise.
What was that?
If you stuck around
Brownies.
the brownie box mix, I didn't have any eggs. So if you made it to that part of the episode,
Which you
don't-
probably didn't.
don't substitute eggs for mayonnaise.
Are we
FYI.
are we open to discussing microwave recipes?
Brownies in the microwave?
No. Others? I'm gonna try this. I haven't tried it. You
Should I
can go.
read the comment
Go for it.
and
Yep.
then we'll get to
Go for it. Yep.
My brother Russ said, Matt, you failed to mention that other ingredient you normally put in your brownies.
Which
I
is?
don't know what he's referring
Which
to.
is?
Sure you don't.
Which
Eggs?
is?
I don't
What were you
know.
doing down in
No,
Mexico,
you mentioned
Matt?
eggs. You
Oh, I
mentioned,
mentioned eggs.
Yeah.
Sprinkles?
All right. Maybe,
Chocolate
yeah.
chips?
Well, you didn't
Maybe
mention
thinking
that.
chocolate chips. I don't know.
Didn't mention that.
Russ was very vague.
Okay.
Microwave recipe, Brandon.
Yeah. I was watching a podcast and a famous chef said the following. I haven't done it yet. Eggs, crack 2 eggs in a bowl. Put a little mayonnaise in it.
More eggs and oil.
More eggs and oil. Whip it up. Microwave it 1 minute. And it's like apparently some of the best eggs you've ever seen. I always
Like
remember fluffy, good. I always remember people talking about microwaved eggs and everybody in the room's like, "Blah."
Yeah,
But I have
never
seen
microwaved eggs.
Well, you've done like in a mug, like an omelet. You've done that before?
No.
Yeah, you can whip up some eggs and whatever you want in it. You put it in the mug,
Yeah.
coffee mug. You put it in the microwave. You can also make brownies that way too.
Oh,
like
here we go again.
brownie in a mug.
Yeah.
You're a big brownie
a mug,
guy.
A cake in a mug.
Cake in a mug.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you can do it with eggs
I'm going to
too.
do that with eggs. I'm
Yeah.
going to do that with eggs. I'm going to
Report
try
back.
it. I'll report back. Everybody else try it. I think it's our weekly recipe.
Okay.
You know what I saw in Mexico at a 7-Eleven? A Mexican tornado. El tornado.
You sent us a picture of
I
it.
say picture. We should post it. I said they got their international.
What's it called?
I don't know, but I sent a picture. I got to look at it, but it was like, that's
something.
a tornado. And it was individually wrapped. So Mexico does it better.
Wait, wrapped? So it
Well,
wasn't on
packaged,
the roller then?
Packaged. It was in the heater on like a slot
Okay.
packet. No, what was it? Was it
couldn't-
on a roller? No, I have a picture of
Trying
it.
to find it.
The
I have a
packaging was
picture of
not
it.
heating up. Seems a little dangerous
I don't.
to me.
How about you stay out of this?
Here we
dude?
go.
You
Here
don't
we go.
know?
Mexican tornado. It's pulling up.
Yeah, right here.
It's right above the pan calientito.
It's a
Big
taquito bite.
Big bite.
It's a taquito bite.
Yeah, taquito
It's a
bite.
taquito bite. That's a tornado in Mexico.
These were jalapeno cheese and
But they have them.
poke chuk.
I don't know.
This is
They
like
have 'em.
Asian tornado food.
No. Anyway,
39 pesos.
FYI, 39 pesos. That's like $2.
What?
It's $17. 17 pesos, $2.
Okay.
Anyway, speaking of pesos, can we buy our way into a Mountain West Championship into the tournament this year?
Well, I think we've already spent the money. You're talking about on like the
Correct.
the recruits.
Correct.
Yeah, we spent the money. How do we feel about the money that has been spent so far?
I think the judgment comes by
Tournament
this time next week. By this time next week, you'll know, was it a good investment or not?
How are we feeling though? Because it looks like throughout the season there's been talks of lack of chemistry, lack of leadership,
Lack of
effort?
fans,
lack of fan
support.
Yeah, are the players
Checked out?
or fighting against each other?
I never understood that one.
I think that was kind of made
Where did
up.
that come from?
Prater.
I know.
Prater, like
Yeah, Prater.
I missed that. I must have been missed it for a few
think
days. And
OJ
then I
fed
came
into it.
down.
You're out of town.
Something happened. I missed the initial. And then I just heard the comments about it. Like, oh, someone said this. And I'm like, who said this? Well, I don't understand.
I thought it came from Prater, and
Okay.
then BJ in the
Yeah.
group brought it up on the next interview, and they were like, "No, get out of here. We're getting along just fine."
Yeah,
Yeah.
So,
RJ put that to bed. RJ King.
I mean, what are you going to say from both
yeah,
sides?
we're fighting.
Yeah, what are you gonna
I hate.
Yeah, that guy I'm sitting
I
next
hate
to.
Dylan Andrews.
Yeah.
he doesn't pass.
I'm sure the truth is somewhere in between because we've all been on teams. Everyone's been on teams that aren't winning as much as you thought you would. And there's fighting. There is.
Yeah, for
You're,
sure.
It's not kumbaya all the time.
It's a
every
relationship.
team I've ever been on has some of that. So I don't know if it is more than any other team. It sounds like they said it wasn't, but I don't know.
But
Seems
are
odd.
we on an upward trajectory at the right
Absolutely.
time? It would appear
Oh,
so.
yeah, absolutely.
We took down San Diego State and
Yep.
Colorado State.
Yeah. I mean, we've won five in a row.
Thoughts on those games, Mark?
Yeah, well, I mean, we are the hottest team going into the tournament right now. I mean, 5 in a row.
Over Utah State.
We're the hottest team.
Yeah.
I'm not saying we're the better
Right,
team.
I'm just saying.
But we've won 5 in a row. They've won, they've lost 3 of 5 or something like that. So they're not invincible. I think they're the favorite. I think I sent that.
You know who's invincible?
Who's that? No,
Grand
one's
Canyon.
invincible. Who?
Grand Canyon University.
From us
For
against us.
Dude, they can't
in
lose.
anything.
Kryptonite.
In anything, dude. They dominate us. So yeah, to answer the initial question, was it worth it? What's the ROI? We'll find out in a week. But we are, after that 4-game lapse that put us in the position we're in, we've won like 9 out of 12. We've won 5 in a row. And they seem to be playing pretty well. The chemistry looks good. And the biggest thing is that, one of the complaints that we've had in here is like, who's the leader? Who's the best player? We have a best player now, right? Drew Fielder. Without a question.
Kind of a hometown hero.
It's
a little
awesome.
bit.
awesome.
It's fantastic. So some of the issues have seemingly resolved themselves. I think we were talking about, hey, are we good?
Yeah.
We're good. How many games we're going to win? Would I bet that we're going to win them all? I don't know. I wouldn't bet on that. Could we? Yeah. Could we lose after one win? We could also lose to New Mexico. It is hard to beat a team 3 times.
But not going to lose to San Jose State.
I don't think so.
We're a 6 seed. They're an 11.
Yeah. I don't think we lose. That would be disappointing. But wouldn't that be kind of like the bookends of the Hawaii,
I think, it's nice to have a couple things. Utah State's going to make the tournament.
There's no guarantees.
They're getting votes in the AP
Highly
top 25.
likely.
So they're not ranked, but they should.
They should make the tournament, I think.
Okay, so San Diego, everybody else has motivation to get in,
Yep.
right? So we have motivation. We're not getting in without it.
Right.
we're playing hot. We have a clear leader. The issue with the tournament always has been you have to sustain it night after night after night for 5, all those games in a row. And so that's not easy when you go into an overtime game against, let's say it's New Mexico, and then you kind of turn around and play San Diego State, who hasn't played at all, fresh, coming out, like got a lot of rest. And so that's just a challenge that they'll have to overcome, obviously, but they're hot. They're playing hot.
They're playing hot.
I do look back and say, what would have changed if DA makes that 12-foot jumper at San Diego State at the end of regulation? What happens?
Listening this week to some of the local stuff, I know BJ kind of had mentioned that a couple times, and I agree with him. I mean, I think that changes that. He kind of talked about Boise State had, I think it was literally 13 days that we lost the triple overtime game, lost the next two, we lost 4 in a row, and then we lost an overtime game at UNLV. And if he makes that shot, it's just hard to believe. One, we win that game, but it changes things. It absolutely changes things, and it just does. You'd like to think that one loss doesn't roll into 1 or 2 more, but even Leon Rice said that it affected him. I mean, he said that this week that triple overtime loss did affect them.
But if we win those games, our seed is probably not a 6th seed, right? We're probably a higher seed.
Just one
but
game.
You look at how the bracket is set up, and it looks favorable.
Yes.
San Diego State, and then
New Mexico.
It would be...
Or sorry, San Jose State is what I meant to
San
say.
Jose, and then New Mexico, and then most likely San Diego State.
Yeah.
But, I mean, there's going to be upsets. Every tournament, there's upsets. It's not going to go chalk. It never does. So the fact that there's 2 teams that dominated us this year, Utah State and Grand Canyon. UNLV also beat us both times, but both games were in overtime, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm not overly, of course it is in their building, but Grand Canyon and Utah State, we did not match up well with them at all. We got blown out by double digits all 4 of those games. They're on the other side of the bracket. So the reality is it couldn't have set up any better for us than the way that it has. And we're playing hot. So, you got to like our chances. You do.
Yeah, and you wonder how that bye affects teams, right? I think it does.
Yes.
Yeah, you've got to play another game, so stamina and that type of thing is an issue. But sometimes, you get caught off guard by that team that just played a game and won it, and they're hot, and they're in a tournament, and you come out kind of rusty. So, yeah, we didn't get a bye, but again, that may play in our favor.
And this is a pretty deep team. I mean, Bomb is playing minutes. I think we've got 10 guys that are playing legit minutes, right, off the bench. We got Parolin, Aarons, NATO, Bomb, and Carmichael. Those guys are the 5, so we got 10 guys that you feel pretty good about. I mean, speaking of feeling pretty good about, does anyone get blocked more than NATO? Does anyone? I like his athleticism. I think he's going to be good, but boy, that guy gets blocked.
This is a stupid statement, but I wish Roddy Anderson stayed. He would have had a good career here.
Where is he now?
He went to Xavier.
Been 2 years.
I don't know if he's still Xavier. I don't know where he's at,
man.
But man, I wish he would have stayed because he could have really helped our team last year, and this year would have been just an incredible addition.
You think by now he would have been,
pretty good. Anyway, to your point, I just think it's awesome to see Fielder dominate the way he's doing. It's awesome to see him because when at the start of the season when you'd watch, you'd see Fielder do awesome, hitting outside threes, getting rebounds, putbacks. You're like, wow, that guy's a player. He's doing really good. And then he'd disappear for a while. Yeah. He disappeared for a big part of the season. You have to have the same guys put up double-digit points in this tournament.
You
have to have it.
Different games, but just different parts of games. Like he would come out hot in the first half.
Yeah.
And then it's like, where was Fielder in the second half?
Yeah. He did have 0 points 3 games ago, which is kind of bizarre. But the last 2 have been great. And 9 out of the last 10 or whatever. He's developed into the centerpiece of this team. Yeah. And
that's what we talked about all season is no leadership.
Yeah.
And it's coming at a time when it's like, hey, when the fans can sense who the leader is, I think the players can start to feel that too. And hopefully that turns into something where, hey, we can rally around this guy.
But he has a little fire too. He at the San Diego State game, he had a big time rebound, put back, got fired up, and he was just There's just not a lot, hasn't been a ton of that on this team, and it was just really nice to see. And the fact it's a bonus that he's a local kid. I mean, it's been fun to watch him.
Just seems like the past couple of years, Deggy was amazing. Deggy's still probably one of my favorite.
Brandon is living in
I
the
love
past,
Deggy.
man. Roddy, Deggy.
Yep, I am.
Those sellout crowds every game.
If DA would have made that, I can't stop thinking. You just need a guy you can throw the ball to in these tournaments when you need points. You have to have that guy. And we've seemed to struggle to have that at different times. We had it with Kijab. He was awesome. You're going to Abu Kijab every time in those moments. And he had great defense and whatnot. And so I hope Fielder can be that guy. And then I hope DA and Meadow and Carmichael and, you have a big game from whoever, Neto, whoever the backups are, Parolin and Aaron's. Anyway, you just hope that you see, like, they have a big game against New Mexico or they have a big game so they'll have one of 4 that they can come in. And so it'd be awesome to see.
I mean, tournament time is a crucial time for bench players to step up, because it's like guys are going to get tired. Guys are going to key on Fielder, and looks that he normally got, he isn't going to get. And then one of these bench players could sneak in and get hot.
Aaron's is going to have a big game. I know one of these he's going to have Aaron's going to step it up.
I mean, going way back, Mark, you remember us.
Gabe Sanchez?
Gabe Sanchez went 6 for 6.
Was it?
He was, in that first state game. It's like we never even saw him before.
You know what's a tough part, though? If you look at it and we win San Jose and we lose New Mexico, then the whole team may disperse. Like, you end on a bad note.
Yep.
It leaves a bad taste in your mouth, and then you don't know what decisions are going to be made on who stays and who goes. If you win the tournament, you kind of ride that into the next year saying, okay, we got this group of guys that are excited about staying and building off that. So a lot depends on the performance of this team in the Mountain West tournament. And maybe the coaches say, look, we don't want to keep certain guys that we want to bring in or replace, but it's a big deal. Like, you could, let's say you lose the first game or the second game. You're like, man, there's a bad taste. Do I want to stay? And then all these other suitors come calling, paying you the same or more.
I wonder how many guys are real flight risks. I mean, Fielder's definitely going to be
Don't
wanted.
you think Carmichael
a 6'11" kid like that with his skill. Now, he's a local kid. He was already gone. I think he probably stays, but he's certainly going to be the one that he would have the biggest money out there. But yeah, I think Meadow, Carmichael would be the 2 that I could see, people wanting to go after a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Meadow's got one more year. Carmichael kind of underachieved this year, but has high upside. He made some tough shots against New Mexico, a couple in a row, kind of driving off-balance shots. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to know what they want in. I like the. I like the team. Like, I wouldn't blow it up. I don't think I'd blow up the team. You do wonder about a point guard. I don't know if Neto's ready to be the starting point guard next year.
Bowie potentially could come back.
So Bowie wasn't really playing point guard, though, a lot. Wasn't kind of an off guard, kind of combo guard. So I don't know. I wonder if they do that. We'll see, though. I mean, Fielder's the essential one. You got to keep Fielder. And then everyone else, not that I want people to leave, but, I don't think anyone else, honestly, I don't think anyone else is essential. I like Aaron's. He's so young. But you got to keep Fielder. Got to keep
him. No one can replace Deggy, but I could see the closest person being Fielder to fill that role.
Is he a sophomore?
No, he's a junior.
So he's got one more year?
Just one more year.
Yep.
All right. He doesn't have a COVID year somehow?
Maybe
his high school year got canceled or something.
Yeah.
You fight the NCAA, you're probably going to win.
You're going to win.
Yeah, you'll win.
Yeah. Or why don't we just bring in a D-leaguer,
BYU's got one.
Yeah.
Everyone's got one. I didn't realize there's so many guys that have been playing D-League. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like,
just go up one league instead of going to different leagues.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So Wednesday night.
Is that when it is? Isn't it kind of, our game's kind of early, right? Like a 2:30?
8:30 p.m.
Oh, really?
Pacific.
Okay.
Ours?
Yeah.
So is that 9:30?
Okay.
It's 9:30.
I was looking at the wrong Really? Okay. I was looking at the wrong thing then. Okay. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Then if we win Thursday again at 8:30.
So they're all late. Okay, that's right. The 6th seed is the late.
The Pac-12 has theirs in Vegas as it is, just at the T-Mobile Arena. Are we going to do that next year?
Pac-12 doesn't have a tournament.
Well, they used to do it at that T-Mobile Arena.
Yeah, so they don't have we don't have anything yet for. Yeah, they don't have a venue. They want to be in Vegas.
Well, there's a lot of options.
Yeah,
I like
you
that.
Going down, Mark? Stadium swim?
I'm not going down.
No,
I am not.
You know what I want to do one year is do stadium swim on March Madness that Thursday, Friday. Oof,
that'd be cool.
Oof,
in the pool.
Oh, wherever. They have some awesome. Have you been there?
No.
Dude, that hotel is sweet. Cool. They have an incredible steakhouse down below.
I stay at the
really
Win.
good burger.
I stay at the Win, Brandon.
I'm sure you do.
I'm a Win kind of guy.
That's fine. Look, you
Encore,
got that.
Win, whatever.
Yeah, well, you got that type of cash. I love that. I love that hotel. What do you? I hope we make a run because it's a blast watching the games night after night and seeing the wins. It's a blast. I hope we go and do a really good job because it's fun to order food in and just hang with the kids, watch the games. It is a good time. So I'm hopeful that we can.
I just don't
go all 4 nights.
I don't know what to expect.
I don't. I think we win the first game, but after that, it's a crapshoot. I wouldn't be shocked I wouldn't be shocked if we're playing in the real tournament. But I also wouldn't be shocked if we lost game 2.
Yeah.
I mean, New Mexico, San Diego State.
Because we were in the championship last year, correct?
No, we lost in the semis to Colorado State.
Yes, Nick Clifford.
I think they beat us 3 times last year. Yeah. He was good. He had our number.
Well, they won. I think last year they won. We were at their place. They won on a last-minute shot. And then they came here and scored. He scored like 50 points. Yeah. And then we played him the next week.
Yeah.
And lost him again.
Good. What's he doing in the NBA? I mean, do they still playing games in the NBA?
I think the NBA is still going on.
Is that still going on?
I turned it on today, and the Cavs were playing.
They were playing. Is he in the NBA?
James Harden's
is he playing?
still in the NBA, apparently.
Let's check it out.
I wonder what he's doing. He was a good player.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder if he's got a little Chandler Hutchison in him, where he just dominated the Mountain West and then not much. But maybe I would have no idea. I've followed.
Plays for the Sacramento Kings.
Ouch.
Ouch.
Yeah.
He's actually had some good, like March 1st, he scored 26 points.
Nice. Okay, so he's
February 13, 15,
so
12.
Chandler Hutchison's like combined career.
Well, he's averaging 8 points a game.
Okay. Getting some
He's
minutes.
averaging 23 minutes a game.
Okay, so he's playing. Good for him. I like.
Yeah, but the schedule from here on out,
pretty good.
It's going to be late games.
Okay.
8:30, 9.
I love late games.
And then Saturday the championship's 3 p.m. Pacific.
I like late games.
All right.
You got to stay up late.
Yeah, I like them.
Hey, speaking of, we ready to change gears?
Let's do it.
We're not going to do a prediction at all, or what?
We can. It's just so
games.
hard. Like you think we win 3, lose the championship? Is that what you're saying?
Why not?
What?
Sure. Yeah. Lose against we lose against Utah State.
Yeah.
Although if the Mountain West was smart, they'd let us get in, and Utah State. You get 2 teams in.
I wonder how the Mountain West. Well, officials aren't Mountain West officials, so thank goodness.
Well,
because I'm sure the Mountain West does not want Utah State, Boise State in the championship game.
High knees guy going to be in?
High knees? I don't know. All
right, you going to throw anything down on paper?
I think we win 1.
All right.
I got a feeling we might lose round 2, but I hope we win it all.
2.
I'm
feeling 2.
Lose to San Diego or Colorado State or something. Yeah. The winner of that game.
We'll see.
All right.
Speaking of,
can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Really? We
Yeah.
better press pause?
Well, we could just keep it and just mark it. Sorry. I'm not going to make it.
Speaking of Mountain West tournament, guys, the Bronco women's team is playing. Well, they played today. They beat New Mexico.
Nice.
Yeah, they've won 2.
So it was an upset. They were the 5 seed. New Mexico was the 4 seed. 62-61.
Yeah, we got a bucket with like 6 seconds to go. I forgot her name, but it was a good bucket. I saw the highlight.
Won the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
we were up 8 or 9 at halftime, so they kind of came back. But
congrats to the
Gordy
Presnell and the Lady Broncos.
Sure.
All right.
So who do they play next?
They're in the semis.
Air Force.
Yeah, Air Force knocked off San Diego State.
So
tomorrow it's
the 9th seed.
Yeah, Air Force is a 9th seed.
Yes.
So another winnable game.
Should be, yep.
And
6 p.m.
Is that the semifinals or is that
that'll be the semis.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go.
That'll be the semis. So they're rolling.
Let's hope they don't play Grand Canyon for the
dude. If Grand, just like wave the white flag, Grand Canyon freaking dominates us, dude.
That's funny.
That's cool.
Okay.
Grand Canyon is playing Colorado State right now.
All right. Well,
yeah,
it's underway.
All right.
So we're done.
We already lost.
All right.
Anyway.
Well,
Mark, next topic. The seats
yeah,
at Boise State.
I don't know.
Season ticket holders, lifetime ticket holders.
So I just got, you guys told me about this post. I was just, before we were going, I was kind of scrolling to get myself caught up with our friend Carly Pitt's post. Do you want to fill us in on that?
Yeah, so she put a post out. It's a 2-part post.
Yep.
It has a picture of her with her mom, I believe, and some friends at a game. And then the other part was her writing, kind of explaining the situation that she's in. That they've had season tickets, not lifetime tickets, for
7 years.
7 years.
Good for her, by the way.
Good for her. Way to go,
awesome.
Carly. They go a lot. But the letter basically said,
They have these friends that are next to them.
yes.
That have the lifetime seats.
Yes.
And they are getting moved potentially, or
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. So
I believe that's right.
yes, and so she's kind of lamenting the fact. And then Ryan Huber, our friend, I've sat in his seats this year twice.
Thanks, Ryan.
Thank you very much, Ryan. He kind of chimed in as well, saying his dad had bought seats back in '84 or '83 or whenever it was, the lifetime seats, and that sounds like he thinks they're getting moved as well, or moved. And I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. I don't know what the deal is. Like, I don't know what they're telling these lifetime members, what the payout is, what the drawback. Like, I don't know. So I feel a little bit ignorant to the situation. All I know is this. I tune into a game, and 90% of the Boise State games, when I watch them on TV, the home games look horrible. They look awful.
This year or in prior years?
Every year.
Okay.
Because those bottom blue seats, the really nice, the best seats in the house, are 50% at best full. And sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse. And most of the time it's about 50. And it's a smattering of people. And when you see that, it's an eyesore, 1, it's embarrassing, 2, and 3, it does not help the environment of the game. So my understanding, or I guess my hope was that, okay, those people that aren't actually using their seats, maybe Boise State can approach those people, pay them off, whatever it is, and get some people in there that will actually go to the games. That was my hope. But now it sounds like you're hearing, Huber's use their tickets a lot.
Yeah, I mean, she uses hers.
So now you're saying,
but she's not lifetime.
not her, but
Not
her friends.
lifetime.
She says that they go, and these friends are there all the time.
But yeah, her complaint was that they've said, look, we'll pay more to keep these tickets. And basically what the ticket office has told them is that they're kind of up in the air to see if somebody will pay
More than them?
than what that is.
Yeah, I just like to know. I think that Boise State's in a tough spot. They need to get the best seats filled. They just do. End of story, period.
It has to change.
It has to change. I'm sorry. It has to change. But if you are someone that has had those seats forever and you've been using them, especially recently, maybe you had some years in there that you weren't, but recently, then you should be able to get those seats,
Like
or equivalent
First
seats.
right of refusal type thing?
Yeah.
But how do you
or
prove it?
Well, they know it's all digital now. At least the last few years, everything's digital. So I think, and I remember Jeremiah Dickey saying they know who comes, they know who doesn't come.
That's true.
So I would like to think that they're taking care of these people, and I kind of believe that they were. But you're hearing these stories, and so maybe we should have reached out to Ryan before just to know the exact story. But these people should be taken care of if, in fact, they are going. They should. Yep. And so that's a tough one. But as someone that doesn't have those seats, the ones that are empty the majority of the time, I'd like to see those filled. So I think they're doing the right thing in that regard. Now, Carly and Ryan, whoever, anyone else, please fill us in on the details, because none of us know the exact details. But, I don't know. I understand what they're doing. We need to have a better home court advantage. Part of that's the students, for sure. Part of that is just there's things they can do to make it better, and they're doing those things. But I'd like to hope that those people are taken care of.
You said chime in. Well, here's somebody.
Okay.
This is Brad Todd on Twitter.
B. Todd.
He said, I feel this. We have sat on the front row for over 20 years. I was a ball boy when I was 7.
Front row.
Wow.
Now we are told unless we pay $250,000,
What?
we can't have our seats. It's so sad to see what college athletics has become.
Okay, but if somebody's paying $250,000, that's the market value of those seats.
So to your point,
Yeah.
you've had them for 20 years, but now someone's. It's not like your house that you bought them forever. I mean, maybe the lifetime seats they kind of were, right? I don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah, it sounds
if
like
you bought the seats as the lifetime seats and you were guaranteed them forever, it is hard for someone to say, well, your house now is more valuable and this guy's going to buy it for more. I see that side of it. I do. Now, if they weren't lifetime seats, all bets are off, in my opinion.
I don't have a necessarily dog in the fight, if there even is a fight at all.
It seems that there's a little bit of a fight.
Well, I get, like, if somebody's actually going to pay $250,000 for those, that's the market value. It's like, okay, you got to do it. But you got an incredible value for those. How many years?
He said 20.
Okay, you got an incredible value.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as if that you had to pay market value the entire time.
No,
you were paying under. You had an incredible discount every year, and you went, and that's great. And good, kudos on you. You took advantage of it, and great. And I don't think that's a problem. If they can get $250,000 for that,
they got to get it.
You got to get it. For how many seats?
Yeah,
3.
Geez,
2,
I didn't know.
4?
Is that real? 250,000. What?
Brad Todd. I don't know if he's real.
Oh,
Seems to be real.
he could be a bot.
I don't think he's a
It's two
bot.
first names. I don't know, man.
Never trust someone.
Yeah.
Two first name.
Are there a bunch of numbers behind it?
That's because I mean, what are the best seats in football? For 250.
I've heard, and somebody's probably I'm probably going to come even under it, but the suites up at the top, you're paying a couple $100,000 every year.
Yeah, but you're getting 16 to 20 people in those things, right?
Okay.
Not 250,000 for what?
I've heard like 300,000. I don't know.
Huh?
I mean, you're probably more than that. Quite a bit more than that.
Well, I don't. It's tough. I feel for Carly's friends and Huber's, and I would like to hope that Boise State takes care of those people that did have the lifetime, that were under that agreement and that show up. And I also feel at the same time that Boise State, one, needs to financially make as much money as they can. We've talked about it before. They need to make as much money as they can, and they need to have a better game day experience.
And I think it's about making the new money, right? Because they sold those lifetime tickets to make money in the 80s.
Yeah.
So they got that money. But it's like that money's not coming back every year. So it's like we need to make some new money and at a higher rate.
The original
the
deal,
market value.
did they just pay once? The original deal?
Or
was it yearly?
We have to ask Ryan. Darn it, we should have brought Ryan on. I think it was like 25. I mean, it was a lot of money back then.
Yeah.
It was like $20,000 a seat or something. And then you had lifetime seats.
And you don't have to pay it all yearly.
I think they paid it up front because they were trying to get the place built. It was for money to get it built.
Did they have to pay the BAA dues though? Like every?
I'm sure they've had to pay some dues. Yeah, I would think so.
All right.
But anyways, it's interesting. Tough call, but it has to change. It has to change.
Yeah, and they're probably figuring things out, and it's going to be a learning process. And I agree, though. They should take care of the people that are showing up, that are, fans.
What do you mean take care of them? Give them a shirt?
Give them a shirt, give them a high five.
I just think I think it's hard to guarantee the exact same seats just because I know they're doing different, like, new sections where they're – so you can't – but if you're like, hey, I bought these 40 years ago or whatever it would be, 40-something years ago, and we've been coming and we're, whatever, then they should have – very close, equally, maybe they have to change sides or whatever, but they should still be able to use, and they have to buy the seats now, though. I think they would have to buy them at this point. I don't know. But you can't, it's tough.
All right.
You can't just take their seats if they are coming.
We are.
But if the price is higher.
We are.
Well, that's the thing. I don't know. That's what I'd like to know is, like, are they taking your, that's what I'd like to know, more information.
Yeah.
But it does need to change. It's bad.
Does it need to change?
Yeah.
I watched the Colorado State game, and they're 11-8. They have the exact same record as us before that game ended, right? That place was packed.
I would just love to see on the broadcast, like, you look at, and I know different arenas are structured differently with seating, like Duke, for example. It's a small arena.
Right.
6,000. They get their fans in there, and that place is hopping. Ours, it's a huge arena.
Right.
On the lower seating, like the lower areas, it's just seats, and it's usually older people, right? That are just sitting there clapping, which is fine. But I would love to have that feeling of, let's get some fans down there
Well,
with some
that's what
energy
that's-
on the broadcast, and you can
Yeah.
see that, hey, they're into it.
Yeah.
You can't see that.
You definitely don't see that. And I think that is one thing that they're doing, the whole Section 12 thing, and they're moving that, and they're having this whole we talked about that. There's like you have to sign something, basically say, I'm going to 75% of the games.
And I'm going to cheer, and these are the
stand
chants.
up, and yeah. So they're trying, and I appreciate that. I don't know what they're going to do about the students.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't have 100 students show up when they were giving away Tamarack ski passes. Like first 100 students, they didn't have 100 students show up.
Is that the right gift for students, though?
Apparently
They
not.
got to drive to
I mean,
Tamarack.
I think you're talking. Oh,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
beer.
You gotta have skis.
Not like food.
Food, blankets,
Pillows. What are you talking about?
pillow shams.
What are we, top ramen stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Something.
Cup of noodles.
Toilet paper?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know what they want.
All right.
We good there?
Go for it.
There.
Mark got dunked on.
dunked on.
He did get dunked on.
Facial.
BJ loves dunking on Mark.
I thought me
does.
and BJ were. I don't know.
He's just
man.
kicking
I
up
like
dust.
BJ.
He's kicking up dust.
Yeah.
What happened, Mark? You tweeted something about the Utah State game.
In the heat of the moment.
In the heat of
It wasn't even about. You pull it up. You pull it. It wasn't. Or I can say it, whatever. But
It was
no.
It was during the Utah State game or after,
It was during.
and you were making
No, it
a
was after.
comment.
February 18th, I believe.
I
while
just said
ago.
that. Okay, so it wasn't just me. First of all, BJ does this a few times a year. He likes to do this. I don't know if it's when he gets on the bad graces of Leon and he has to kind of show his loyalty or what. I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know what it is, but he's not even a fan. He's a reporter. I mean, but I don't get it. But he saves
That's a
people's
good point.
posts. He bookmarks them, and then the minute that Boise State looks like they're doing okay, he pulls them out of the woodwork, and he just like shoots it back out at
They
him.
do that for Mad Dog, too. They do that for players
He
of
does
football.
it for
When
you
have
say
a bad
they,
game-
it's BJ. You say they,
Right,
it's
okay.
BJ. It's not Tusk.
Well,
It's
Tusk
not
doesn't-
Johnny. It's not any of those guys.
Yeah,
it's BJ.
They'll do that. In
They
football,
don't. None of them
Okay.
do that. I've never
They'll
seen
say,
them
where are
pull
all the
something out.
haters of Mad Dog? Where are
They
all the
might
haters
say
of
that,
Okay.
but literally, I bookmarked this 8 weeks ago for this exact moment. What if Boise State loses in game 2? Then someone else pulls his thing out? Like, it just seems silly.
You should
And
do
I like
that. You
BJ. He
should
does an
retweet that.
amazing. We know he does a great job. I would love Bronco Nation News. Every day I can watch something. But I don't know. So I happen to be one of the several that he pulled out
Just an easy target.
Mark said this on February 18th.
just right after the Utah State game. Which let's just for some background here. It was at Utah State. Yeah, context. The game was tight for a little bit, and then the second half we laid down. We got blown out. It was a party in Logan. We didn't look good. We didn't.
No.
We did not look good. We
No.
looked disinterested. We did, and I stand by what I said at that day.
Mark said this team had the look of a team that is ready for the season to be over.
They did.
Happens a lot on sports or in sports, but we don't see it much in Boise. This
True.
team has that look. Been a long, tough year.
Take it back.
And BJ
it back.
said, nice call as usual, Mark.
As usual. I take offense to the as usual.
Oh, come on.
Just because if you tweet 100 things and 4 of them, or 40 of them maybe.
Would you have?
I don't know.
If you would have known the future, would you have posted that?
We don't know the end of the result yet. Yeah, we've
Exactly.
had.
Well, that's my point. It's like,
What did they do? Hey, BJ, we're 6th, man. We finished 6th place. You're right. You nailed me. Got me. We were picked to be 3rd. We finished 6th. We totally killed it. Like, what?
yeah.
We're playing well right now. I hope we win the tournament. I'm a big fan. We do a podcast about Boise State. I love Boise State. I was disappointed in that game. I don't feel bad about it. They were playing bad. They looked bad.
They were.
They've turned it around the last 5 games.
Nice call,
We'll
Mark.
see what happens. If we lose in the first or second round of the tournament, it was an underachieving year. Unless we make the tournament, we underachieved. Am I going to dunk on BJ? Because it just seems silly, man. Like, it has been an underachieved year. We finished 6th. We're hot right now. And it's fun. And I hope we make a run. I'm not going to, not tweet because someone's going to pull it up. I mean, tweet. You guys know. For me, X is just kind of a fun thing.
You just let it out.
I don't take it too seriously. But it I don't know. But he did that for 5, 6, 7 people.
Yeah. One guy was like, he's like, I'm glad you didn't find the tweet that I wrote.
Yeah, I saw that.
And BJ's like, what was it? And he's like, I'm not saying.
I don't know. And here's the thing. I think BJ just has a fun time with it too. But it is funny to me that he would take the time. He's a busy guy to bookmark and go back and dunk on people that pay him
So it's a form
for his
of
work.
It's just a little bit of flattery
Just
for
seems
you,
silly.
right?
I
That
don't
he cares
know.
that much about your tweet.
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like the as usual part. That did offend me a little bit. I don't feel like it's usual, but
Mark getting offended on Twitter.
yeah, that's part of the deal. Anyways, I hope BJ's right. I hope he dunks on fans more and we win the tournament. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
Brandon, any thoughts on that?
No, I want Mark to continue to tweet.
I agree.
He just gets caught up in stuff, and it's amazing. I don't know how
We
he
got
gets
more. We got more today.
Well,
We got more today. We're going to talk about that.
he
More
always
tweets.
gets pulled into it, and it's amazing. And it's like drama, or what do they call it now? Tea.
Mark's
It's like tea you can share with everybody else. It's incredible.
But
Low tea?
Mark's tweets, you give him credit because they're so confident, right?
Oh yeah,
This is happening. It's over. Team's
they
done.
better not do
Give
this.
it up.
Yeah,
I never said that about this team.
There was a text about Hawaii basketball.
Oh,
last
yeah,
night, Mark.
man.
You called a shot, and
I did.
Missed.
Thankfully, I missed. Yeah.
You missed. Yeah, I agree. Don't stop tweeting, Mark.
yeah.
All right.
What was your tweet about high school basketball? What was that all about?
We ready to get into that?
Yeah, let's go
Let's
for
do
it.
it.
Okay. High
So-
school basketball is all wrapped up.
All wrapped up. Last night was a championship game, 6A final.
Can we shout out to a guest, two
Yes.
guests
Yes. Shout
that
out.
were recognized? Both your brothers.
Legends of the game.
Yes. The 1995.
Undefeated Centennial Patriots.
Yep.
They defeated an undefeated Rigby team.
Yeah.
Going into that
really?
game.
Okay.
I was 11 at the time, but amazing team. You know, great shooters, very deep team. They were recognized, congratulated at halftime of the game last night.
Good for them.
A lot of those guys don't look the same as they did in high school.
Go figure.
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I
were
would
they
say your
limping out there?
brothers look better than they look. You know, not to
Yeah.
put anyone else.
Well, Ren and Russ are both
Ren
in
and Russ
decent
are in
shape.
good
Good shape.
Full
Good
heads
shape.
of hair.
Yeah. They've
They
both
look
been
good.
on the podcast.
Yes.
Apparently, the way that works is you have to. There's like a minimum time limit to be considered for this award.
Was this kind of like a Hall of Fame type of thing?
They do it every year.
Okay.
For halftime of the championship game of the state tournament. So it has to be 30-year minimum.
Wow.
So they were in 95, and I guess there's a board where it gets put up for vote.
Yeah.
And there were 2 votes against, saying. So I don't know if they had another
From
team in
Rigby.
mind. I don't know. But I would say that was in 95 and we're 31 years from that now.
Pretty good.
They were one of the younger teams to be.
Probably.
Yeah, typically you
recognized.
see
They're older.
older men out there hobbling out.
So
I saw
Not
Ipersbach was out
Tom was there.
there. Yep.
Bob Brunzel.
I don't remember.
He coached at girls. at
Well,
Eagle.
shout out
But
to
anyway,
them. Shout out to 2 guests of the pod here.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Pretty cool.
Congrats to them.
So
but
high
they
school
came
basketball.
into town, mini family
Yeah.
reunion.
Yeah, it was cool
pretty
to see 'em.
all.
So high school basketball. I didn't go. You went to a lot of the games? We went
Friday. I
to
just
Saturday.
went Friday.
We caught most of the 5A final, which was
Lewiston, Bishop Kelly.
Lewiston Bishop Kelly. The Lewiston
Man.
kid had 34 points.
But didn't make 2 free throws.
Missed 2 free
and
throws
then
with about
fouled out.
15 seconds left, down 1. Then fouled out. Then they missed. BK did it's high school basketball, right? And I'm not going to get
They
on
did
high school
everything
kids.
to lose
They
it.
did
Yeah,
everything
right.
to lose that game. They were up 17-ish in the third
Yeah.
quarter. And did almost, the turnovers, it was a mess. They did almost everything possible to lose that game. They couldn't guard this kid. He had 34. Anyways, but he didn't quite finish it, and so BK won by 1. That was BK's first state championship in men's basketball since like '98, which is super surprising to me.
Really?
Like, is that accurate? Like, someone tell me if that's not right, but I feel I read that, which is really surprising.
Who's like the powerhouse of 5A or 4A.
Well, so BK's kind of, I mean, they play up, right? Their population of their student body, they should not be in 5A.
Sure, right.
But they play up because they're BK, and
right.
you know. So I don't know.
There was a while where I thought, wasn't it Hillcrest that was just dominating with that big guy who went to Utah State and then transferred, and they had some brothers. I mean, Hillcrest was doing well.
Isaac Davis.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't remember who like wins year in and year out.
I don't know.
4A, 5A.
I follow the probably the 6A a little bit more, but
anyway.
So then we stayed for the 6A, and Hawaii I thought was probably the big favorite. Had they lost? How many times had they lost this year?
If they did, it was probably to an out-of-state team.
Meridian.
Yeah.
Didn't they lose
They lost
Meridian?
to Meridian by 2.
Yeah.
That's true.
So they were the favorite, and Lake City came down from Coeur d'Alene and got it done. I mean, so back to your, I guess it was a text, not a tweet, but you know, Coeur d'Alene was up 14 or something.
City.
Lake City was up 14 at halftime, and you could tell. And I have not watched Hawaii this year. I've seen them plenty over years past. They were not the better team because they lost, but they were the more. It just seemed like it's only a matter of time when they start making their shots, they're going to come back. And they did. They started to make shots, and they got down to 4. And at that time I did text. I'm like, this is inevitable. like they might win by double digits.
You could feel it. The momentum
shifted. They had a dunk. They had a steal dunk. They had this, that, and the other. But to Lake City's credit, man, they came back. It was won by 9, 10.
Wow.
8.
So congrats to Lake City, bringing down Goliath. Right. They had some players too. I mean, they had a couple players.
Sure.
So, but to the tweet, I don't know. Like, do we really want to get into this?
Yeah.
I feel the same way I think 90% of the people out there feel. Maybe not, but I don't like their shtick. They've won 3. They had won 3 out of 4. They've won 3 out of 5 now.
They should have won.
They should have won 4 out of 4.
They really could have, should have, whatever. And they were the favorite this time. They're great, obviously, a lot of skilled players, but I just don't love the fact that how many of their, and we were reaching out to people, like how many of their players this year, last year, the years past, legitimately live in district, in their zone, their exact zone, play in the middle, play, and it's just not many. It's not many. They recruit, they get kids from out of state to somehow move here. They get the best kid from Boise High, the best kid from Mountain View, the best kids that live out in wherever, Middleton, whatever it is.
Montana.
And they're playing
Oregon.
for Hawaii. And I don't understand the rules. Obviously, if they were breaking it's not like the people in the district office or IHS, whatever, don't know what they're doing. So I'm not saying they're cheating. I'm just old school. I like the fact that, hey, we grew up in wherever and you play together and you grow up and you play with the kids in your neighborhood and they go to your school in your zone. I don't like the fact that there's kids that live in Hawaii's zone that are good enough to play high school basketball that are getting recruited over in high school by kids from other schools in the valley and other kids from out of state. I don't like it. I will root against them until that changes. I don't feel bad about that.
I know of one kid that went to Hawaii, but because he wasn't going to get minutes, transferred to Rocky.
Right.
So that happens too.
Sure.
Right? Where it's like, look, I'm getting passed over. I don't have any options. I'm not going to get any playing time. Rocky says they've got a spot for me. My parents have to sell their house, but we're going to do it.
And
it's crazy.
I guess, ultimately, if that's what, I don't know. I mean, if parents are, I get it. I totally get it. These kids are like, hey, is it Andy Harrington?
Yeah.
He's got connections everywhere. He's
Yes.
a great club basketball coach. He knows college coaches everywhere. His selling point, I'm sure, is come here, we'll develop you, we'll get you to play for college. So I'm not bashing on the kids or the families to say, hey, my kid's a player. He wants to play at the next level. This is I'm not really bashing the kids or the families. I don't like the system that is allowing that to happen. And they're obviously doing it.
Why don't you like it? Does it cheapen the game or experience, or what is it about?
Yeah, it does to me a little bit because it cheapens it in the sense that, I don't know, when I think of high school sports, I think of like, of course, we grew up when the Valley was a little bit more segmented. It was like Meridian, Cuna, Star, like Eagle. And it was like more of like a town thing, or it was like more your area and you had like more pride. And so that's what I remember as high school sports. And now it's just, and I don't know if this happened a little bit. The Walsh brothers, right, came over to.
Well,
so
the
it happened a
Bowers
little
were-
bit. The Bowers were all over
they
the
would
place.
get held back and then go to another school.
Well, there's a lot of holdbacks now. So
Yes,
they were probably the first.
reclassing.
Yeah, reclassing and all that stuff. So people are doing what they're doing to help their kids out. And I just wish, I don't know. That's the problem. And I hate to speak on the topic when I do feel a little ignorant on this topic as well. Like, I don't know what the actual rules are, but it's like fully.
Right. And I think that's the thing is that, look, you could say no rules are being broken, right? And maybe some are, but I think for the most part, it's like they're doing it in a way where the rules are being followed. So I'm not saying
I
like
legitimately know kids, and I'm not going to say which because but I know that there are kids that live in other districts that are playing for Hawaii. They didn't do the whole my parents are selling the house. So I don't know if it's just like an open enrollment thing and they can enroll before you I think it's before you play for a varsity sport, you can enroll if they allow you in. And I just don't like that. I don't like that. And that happens at a lot of other schools too. They're just the best at doing it. Well, I'll put it that way. They're the best at doing it.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem is that they've done a good job at what they're doing.
Yes.
And so they've kind of set themselves up as either you love them or they're the evil empire and you hate them. And because they've done it for 4 years now, right?
I think 5.
Five now. I mean,
five. They've won 3 out of 5.
And so no one else is doing it the way that they're doing it. And I think because of the system that Hawaii has with the connection to club, is obviously feeding this machine.
So if you're not familiar, the head coach at Hawaii High School, I don't know what his real job is. Is it just a club director? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know how well that pays, but he's probably not a teacher at Hawaii, I'm assuming, which is fine. A lot of places don't do that. But he is the club director or owner or something of the biggest club in Idaho, right? Probably the most successful club in Idaho.
What's that?
Select.
Okay.
Yeah.
Idaho Select?
Idaho Select, I think,
Or
or
just
it's
Select.
Select.
Yeah.
I think it's just Select. And so he gets access to all these kids, and they go and they play out-of-state tournaments, and they see other kids, and he recruits them to play on his high school team.
Yep.
What if you were in
That's
high
what
school?
is happening.
What if you were in high school and he came to you and said, "Hey, move to Centennial or Meridian"? Actually, Centennial is really close to your house.
To wherever he was or wherever?
Wherever the coach was, like go to Bora.
Oh, yeah, we never. I mean, my family wasn't. We never would have. Back in those days, we'd play basketball when it was basketball season. We didn't do it. We wouldn't have done that. My family wouldn't have moved. No way. No. But I understand why. I'm not bashing on anyone for doing it. I wish the rules were different. Ultimately, I wish the rules were different because I know they're doing. And it's one of those things that, like you just said, you either love them or you hate them. And it's easy to hate them. A team that's been in the state championship 5 years in a row because they're getting players. I mean, it's pretty obvious why you wouldn't like them, I think. But I just wish the rules were different.
Yeah, I don't know how you change those rules. Obviously, if people are moving around in boundaries where they're breaking rules that should be enforced, then that should change. But if they're following the rules and, like, if kids were transferring from out of state, living in the boundary, or they moved from another school. Now, I think there's supposed to be a waiting period if you do that. You're supposed to sit out a year if you transfer from school to school. So if that's not being followed, then that should be followed. But other than that, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do.
What you can do to enforce that rule.
Didn't Hawaii get into some issue with the football team? Wasn't it last year or the year before?
I think so. Yeah, towards the end of the season, there was an issue with somebody playing who shouldn't have played.
And so the scrutiny increased. All I know is I'm going to build some apartment complexes right next to Hawaii High School.
Yeah.
And just sell the units. Here's your address.
Good call.
There's your address right
You
there.
need an address? Here you go.
There you go.
You don't have to live there.
What do you do? It's so deflating as a Mountain View basketball program to lose your best player. It's so deflating. What do you do to keep them?
The year that Hospite was a freshman at Mountain View, they beat Hawaii.
Yeah.
And then the next year he leaves.
What is he? Is he the point guard? Number 11?
Really good.
Good player.
Really good.
And I hadn't seen him yet this year. I think I texted that. I'm like, I'm not sure I see too many D1 kids, but then number 11.
I think he's going to UVU.
Yeah, okay, he's a D1 kid then.
Yeah.
There you go. He stood out. But as that game went on, there were other players too. They're a good team. Mm-hmm. They're a good team.
Well, just what do you do if you're Mountain View? How do you keep that player? How do you go to those parents and say, this is what I got for you to stay.
You don't. You don't have
what
anything.
do you do?
What negotiation power do you have?
And again, it's hard. Like, look, it paid off for him. The kid's probably got a scholarship. If he's getting a scholarship at UVU, how do you say he did the wrong thing? So it's hard. It's like I'm not criticizing the kid or the family. It worked. It worked for him. The kid's dreams probably to play Division I basketball. He transferred. It worked.
Yep.
I just
is UVU Division I? I guess it is.
They are.
All
Yeah.
right.
They're actually, they are Division I, though.
Okay.
I think they're joining the Big West. I just don't like it. I mean, I'm not saying anyone's breaking rules necessarily. Because they probably aren't. They're probably under a lot of scrutiny. I just don't like it.
I think the part that I don't like is it's becoming so predictable. Mm-hmm. You're going into the state tournament. Hawaii is the favorite.
They're the 1 seed.
Nobody has gotten close to them all season long.
Yeah.
And so what happens is if you're like me, who likes to root for the underdog when I don't have, a family member or whatever, where you root for Lake City when it's like, I don't want to root for a team up north. I don't have any ties to them.
Right.
I don't care. I want somebody from the Valley to win. But
when
the team from the Valley is Hawaii, it's like, well, okay, Lake City looks better to me just for the sheer fact that, and again, I don't know anything about Lake City. Could they be doing something similar up north? They sure could be.
They could,
and I don't know.
Wasn't Rigby like they keep showing up in football? They're like, hey, they got
Polynesian.
Rigby has to be doing something because why are they all of a sudden really
in football?
good?
They're just a powerhouse.
Yeah,
it's like what?
Is that just how it is? I mean, look at the 5A and 6A. It's the two teams that recruit. Bishop Kelly, and then, now they're a private school. It's a different story.
They can,
and then 6A. It's just I don't know.
I just would like to see more. Back in the day, like I think. Was it like 70s? Capital was a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And then Bora was a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot fewer schools back then. But I think those things happen more naturally and more.
Never. Like there's schools like that. There just won't. I guess Centennial, though, I thought they were dead for 10 years. Yeah. And all of a sudden they were good. They had a really good player, right? Or something. They were really good this year.
Some good players. Yeah.
Well, it's just there's something fun to see a group of kids grow up together, go through elementary or whatever, middle school, rise up the ranks, and then win the state championship in high school. It's an incredible experience. It's cool. You celebrate it. It's like all-American type of an experience.
Yeah. And Hawaii, it's like more like the current NIL model.
Right.
It really is what it feels like. It's transfers. It's whatever. It's a 1 year, 2 year thing.
Well, it's like when I see Oregon in the playoffs, you're like, great, good job.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. And so...
Are we?
Sorry. Last thing on the state tournament. If you have not done it, and you're kind of a basketball fan, go.
Oh yeah.
Next year, go. It's just one of those fun.
And if you played, it's like a little early if you can get better seats.
Yeah. But. And you see, I mean, I saw so many people from years past. Yeah. People I played with, there's just teachers. So many people there. Old coaches, players. But it's just fun, especially that Saturday. I mean, I didn't have all day to do it, but it starts at 1A and goes through 6A. Championships and these kids and we all played high school sports. It's just like their dreams, man, and the wins and losses and it's fun. So next year,
some years I wish they could reshuffle all the conferences after everybody wins and then play a winners bracket.
It wouldn't be worth it.
The top two teams, I know it wouldn't, but it'd just be fun because sometimes there's teams that are 3A, 4A, 5A that are like, hey, they could make a run.
Yeah.
And if you get the top two teams of each and then you like
Bowie,
seed everybody.
Pocatello, right?
Yeah.
He would have done something.
Yeah.
But that said, even my wife, we were sitting there and the difference between 5A and 6A last night at least was significant.
Typically. But some years there's some good teams.
Yep.
That'd be fun. Hey, are we done with college basketball? Can I go back?
Or high school?
High school?
Yeah,
that was the most high school we've taught in 3 years.
I meant going back to college basketball.
Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on BYU?
Kind of sliding.
They won last night.
They did.
They beat Texas Tech, right? Like top 10 team.
All right.
That's a big win.
If you
I'm not a BYU guy.
That much money.
Yeah.
I'm just talking money-wise.
Okay.
You pay that much money and you're not a top 15?
They were 7th or 8th in their league before last night. So
they probably make the tournament and they can make a run, whatever.
Yeah.
But still.
You better make a run, man. I just think it's hard. They signed another 5-star kid, so BYU woke up. I mean, the first couple years of NIL, I think they were kind of sitting on their hands or sitting on the sidelines. And then about last year, it seemed about a year ago, and they said, okay, it's time. Well, they got into the Big 12. I think that was it. They got into the Big 12, and they said, okay, now it's time. And there's a lot of wealthy alumni and football. I think I've talked about this multiple times. Their recruiting and our recruiting has been similar for 2 decades. I mean, 50s to 70s recruiting classes, kind of right in there. Always play better than your recruiting classes should be. That's what Boise State's done forever. That's what BYU's done. I think their recruiting class this past year for football was like 20th. Yeah. And it's completely NIL related. Completely.
I see the pressure rise, or the seat get hotter as you pay that much money, and then you reevaluate how you did. Let's say they lose in the first round of the tournament. And now you're stuck with like, hey, I just paid $7 million or $4 million to
DeBonza or whatever.
DeBonza. And we probably put another however many millions of dollars into the rest of the team. We were out on Thursday.
I think everyone has that. I think everyone across the country.
Okay, but in the past, it wasn't like that. In the past, it was, hey, we're supporting our team. We're giving to the BAA. We're giving to whatever. But now it's like, I paid. You told me I needed to pay this guy $2 million. I paid that. And what happened? And so now you're mad. And now you want more. You want me to pay more.
If they're telling you to pay that guy, what are you telling them that they're going to get in return? Wins? Like, what's your ROI?
A fun time in the
Even
tournament.
Even if it was wins, is it worth it?
No, it's not. It's not worth it, but at the same time, at least you're left
to pay the referees. Not
That's
the
true. But the taste that you have in your mouth after the season's over makes the momentum that you have going into it, because they're going to come back to you and say, hey, that money we paid to DeBanza, we're going to need to pay that again to some other guy.
Got to run it back.
And you got to run it back. We're like, run what back? What are we running back?
First round loss.
Okay, because if that's what we're running back, now I'm going to discount that a little bit.
If you want more wins, you have to pay.
I just think we've talked about this ad nauseum. It doesn't matter. These business guys know how to get value out of the assets that they have in their companies. And there's no value. There's no inherent value here.
Is it bragging rights among the NIL contributors?
But
sounds like a BYU thing for sure.
Probably.
That sounds like a BYU thing for
probably,
sure.
But look who you're going up against. The full weight and power of Nike or corporation.
Or Big Oil
or
whatever.
Big Oil. I mean, it's not like you're just going up against some guy in your town. You're going up against other massive billionaire donors in other cities, states. And so you're putting your money up and you're going to say, hey, that's cool and all. Let's say this is an enormous amount of money. You have $2 billion. You're like, yeah, I got some money. I'm the big guy and all this stuff. Well, you're going up against Phil Knight or Larry Ellison at Oracle, who gave a ton of money to Michigan. And then
his fifth wife.
His fifth wife's from Michigan. And you're like, you're going up against those guys, and they have unlimited funds to do that. How many funds do you have? And then at what point are you going to start getting really angry and stressed that your team lost in the first round? Yeah. And so that's just what we're all waiting to see. We're all waiting to see some big donor make this massive PR move to say, look how much money I spent. Look at all the money we did. And I want him out now. I'm making the decisions now. That's me. You're like, wow.
That's a solid strategy, though. Get an alumni to go.
I 100% agree, dude. We don't need business leaders. We need hot alumni to go marry some of these guys.
Go to some of these conventions, meet some CEOs.
Yes, that's what we need to be doing. We need to be subverting our way into it.
I think we could recruit for that.
Us? Sure. Look how ugly we are. Dude. Not us. How ugly we are. Nobody wants that.
Maybe just pick out the talent.
Okay, that's fine. We could outsource it. If we want to. I'm just saying. That's our only way in. That's all we got.
Dude. It's our only way in.
I don't know, man.
Because the graduates aren't doing it.
The
Boise State graduates are not doing it.
If you pay that much money and you're watching them lose, I just can't think that these types of guys are going to sit idly by and be like, yeah, this is a good season. I had a good time.
Good thing is Trump's going to fix it, though. They had a big meeting this week. They had a big meeting in Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
He's going to new executive order that will by no way will it get challenged in court.
I know. I don't know.
I'm not holding my breath.
Some of the people that met in Washington, D.C., if you saw that meeting, there was a meeting of 50-some people that went in. 6
of them got to speak. Everyone else is sitting there.
And it was like the SEC commissioner saying, man, things just need to be fair. Like, what? You?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Why are you saying that? So Notre Dame guys there, and you're just like, you guys, you have all the power. Why are you even showing this?
The crazy thing is now they're saying, I mean, Ohio State's $35 million in debt. The athletic
Bro,
department.
did you see how much Florida State is?
Like 500
No,
million or something?
yeah, I'm going to pull it up.
It's
Keep
just,
going.
Crazy. So, yeah, it is unsustainable. And what they're saying is, hey, we need help from Congress because we're going to have to start dropping Olympic sports and women's sports. And
they're like, no,
because they just use all their money.
Will
on
a college
football.
go bankrupt? Like one of these big schools?
Well, here's one.
They go bankrupt. I don't know.
5 years ago, Florida State University athletic department, their debt was $17 million.
Okay.
Right now, they're at $500 million.
Debt.
$500 million in debt to their own school.
How does
To
that
like
work?
the academic school. I don't know. That's who they owe the
it's
money
like
to.
Washington. 3 days ago, I sent you guys that. Washington State, the school, said we're going to do a one-time $20 million payment to the athletic department.
Okay. But is it a loan?
I don't know if it's
Like
a
they're
loan
taking
or a
tuition money
gift. They're
to-
taking money from the regents are taking it from the school and giving it to the athletics department and saying we want to compete in the Pac-12.
So let's say Florida State. I don't know how they owe the money. I don't know the setup. But they owe it to the university and the state. And they allegedly or potentially may be paying interest on that.
Probably.
So let's just say at some point they're like, we're at $1 billion in debt. We can't make even interest payments. Okay. All right. I guess the loan's forgiven. I mean, what do you do?
Yeah.
It's not
What
like
do you do?
you're
I don't
going
know.
to shut them down.
They have huge endowments. These schools do have huge endowments. They must be borrowing with against the money in the. I don't know.
I know Harvard, and this is Harvard. They have
I
like
think Stanford
billions.
has a huge one too.
Yeah, $40 or $50 billion
Billion,
yeah.
endowment.
Yeah.
Maybe FSU is the same. Maybe not. I don't know.
I don't know.
Why, if they had that big of an endowment, why are they paying interest?
Yeah, I don't get
Doesn't
it.
make sense.
Kids show up to school in the fall and they're like, "We're closed.
So
We
Florida,
can't offer you an education. We've gone bankrupt."
So Florida State, what are they loaning them money for?
It's just like
NIL?
Buy players.
it's just all of it. It's just like,
So
oh, we got to pay our
cars?
coach $12 million. If we don't, we're gonna be at the bottom. We can't win. Oh, we got to pay. We got to do this. We got to pay the
Assistants?
players now. We got to
And-
pay the
and so-
assistants. We got to
and
build
they're
this new water fountain, or waterfall in our waterfall. Sorry, I mean,
Well,
in the
anyway, it's
locker
like
room.
they're saying, okay, this is our revenue, and you can afford X amount of payments to the coaches and whatever. And they're like, no, we got to pay 10 times that. I'm like, okay, pay it. We'll somehow subsidize it. I don't know. It's to me,
But if it's not making money,
yeah.
why are they giving them money?
I don't know.
Well, I
that.
mean, you could ask that about every sport outside of football, sometimes basketball. Why are we giving? Why? I mean, really,
when
if you
does
want
the
to get in
bubble
that
pop?
conversation, yeah. When does the bubble pop?
When does the bubble pop, and what makes it pop? Who knows? Like, who's going to hold the bill and say, pay me now or I'm taking over? I don't know. I don't know, because there's usually a bank
There's
or a
gonna be
lender
university
or there's
buyout.
somebody.
You could
Yeah,
buy
bail.
Florida State for like $2 million.
Well, the federal government can bail them out
Yeah.
or whatever. I don't know, but it's getting to the point where you'll see these headlines every day or every week, and you're just like, it's another one. It's another one.
crazy.
And these are schools, Florida State. I mean, how are you not making that money?
Big school.
How are you? You get a ton of money from your contract. I know you don't get as much as Ohio State,
Yeah.
but still, you get a lot of money. And you owned the 90s. So you have tons of alumni. You have tons of people that you can go to money for, and now you're $500 million in debt?
It's unsustainable at every level. It's unsustainable.
How did we get back in this? I'm sorry.
That was
Yeah,
that
we
was
ta-
all-
yeah,
That was my bad.
you.
All
I don't
right,
know. I don't
so-
know how Trump's going to fix it, but
yeah. I don't either. That was more of a joke, but we'll see. We'll see. Something's got to change.
we'll always see.
Yeah,
We'll always see.
every week.
This
There
is
it is.
happening.
Oh yeah.
Still going back to that.
Okay.
All right.
16th.
It's March
Spring
16th.
break.
Right there.
Oops, sorry, Matt. It's
Yeah.
coming to you. Coming to
Here
you.
we go. That's happening. Down in Utah. West
Yes.
Jordan.
March
South
16th.
Jordan. Sorry. South Jordan.
Hey, I thought we weren't gonna.
I didn't give an address. I
Okay.
just said where it's at.
All right. Well, Mountain West basketball.
Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. See how it goes.
Tune in.
Brackets come out like a week from today, right?
Selection Sunday is next
Selection
week.
Sunday,
Yeah.
and we're off and running.
March
If
is
we
here.
win, are we going to get an 11 seed or 13 seed? I mean, what would we get?
If we were to win, that's a good question because we wouldn't
We're not
go to
getting
Dayton. You can't go to Dayton if you win the conference tournament, right? in our.
They'd find a way to have us play Dayton.
Yeah, if we win, we'll be in Dayton. If anyone else in the Mountain West wins, it won't be in Dayton.
Because you're in. That's a playing game, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I don't think, for some reason, I don't think we'd be in Dayton.
No. So maybe Utah State would get kicked to Dayton or something.
Yes. I could see that.
We wouldn't
But we'd probably be like a 12 to 13 seed is my guess if we were to yeah.
They're extending our loss record.
Well, who knows, man.
No, in that situation, if we're a 13 seed and we're playing a 3 seed, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
is it 13 4?
13-4. All right. Well, we'll be yeah.
It happens every year, man. Our history tells us it ain't going to happen.
Maybe a 12-5, maybe a 12-5, but we don't have the
I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Did we buy them a present, by the way?
Oh, yeah. What happened?
I thought we were going to get them a tornado warmer machine, like a roller machine.
I took a picture of one of those freshly cleaned just to show to you guys the actual.
Can we buy that? Can we crowdsource and buy that? Send it a roller and be like, for whenever you need a tornado, throw one on in the morning, throw it on at night, wake up and eat in the morning.
Tornadoes have been known to save marriages.
Have they?
Or at least fortify them.
We're going to need well, you're getting fortified. You're definitely getting fortified.
All right. If we're talking tornadoes, it's time to get out of here. Like, subscribe, leave us a comment. Tell us how dumb we are about some of the stuff we said.
You could do that.
High school basketball, whatever.
You know, we need to talk more we need to talk more high school. We always need to. Well, we don't talk as much.
Season's over. So
yeah, well, it is what it is.
Track season's coming up.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Just 3 old boys living country dreams. Hot takes and jokes. We're shooting straight. Boise State pride. We're setting y'all straight. So grab your boots and crank up the sound. We're about to